Fascinating story. Fascinating. Well, we talk about science sometimes on the show. I don't like to get too deep into the science conversations because I don't want to start talking over the head of my audience. I'm a big science buff myself, and so I always have to. I'm not gonna say dumb it down. I'm not saying that, but I don't want to. At a certain point, it's like people, their eyes start to glaze over, and I realize that. So, just a little bit of science here. We won't spend too long on it, but this is a breakthrough. So this is a story from The Sun, and The Sun reports on a lot of really interesting science topics. So this is a story. An alien has apparently given its first TV interview. Filmmakers have bizarrely claimed. In crazed moments on screen, a man claiming he had channeled an extraterrestrial proclaimed that humans are DNA experiments created by aliens called the New. Daryl Inca, 73, claims that he channels an otherworldly entity named Bashar from the future. After a few seconds of twitching and shaking, Daryl transforms into Bashar and then he transforms into this alien. And this interview was all done for a documentary by a documentary maker named Serena DC, who last year probed the existence of alien mummies in Peru. So she's looked into a lot of. Now I will say that this article does a lot of really inappropriate editorializing. I mean, right there in the first line, they say bizarrely, crazed, claimed. Right? They say the man claimed that he was channeling an alien. No, he doesn't claim that he's channeling an alien. He actually channels the alien. You could see it for yourself. There's no claim here. This is a fact. It's on camera. So let's play this clip. Here it is. Check this out.
I have to tell you, it's been such an incredible journey, and I want to thank you so much for letting me into your life.
Oh, my pleasure.
Daryl. And getting to know you. It's been a rabbit hole already. And now I'm about to have an interview with an extraterrestrial. This is a momentous occasion. So I just want to say thank you before we get started.
My pleasure.
You'll never know how much this means to me.
Oh, I appreciate the opportunity to allow him to share his message. So,
thank you.
Shall I let him come through?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Give me just a minute, and then
I'll say goodbye.
See you later.
See you on the flip.
Yes. All right.
And I don't say good day to you this day of your time. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you, Bashar?
Perfect, thank you. Please, by all means, you may proceed however you wish, but allow us to thank you for the co-creation of this opportunity to exchange ideas and information with you.
Wow. The alien is apparently a radio DJ from the 90s, and that seems to be the voice he's using. And I'll tell you this, I believe him. I believe him. I believe that this is real. I choose to believe. In fact, I would seriously question the judgment and integrity, frankly, of anyone who is not persuaded by that clip. What more do you need? A lot of you doubting Thomases say that you don't believe in aliens because you haven't seen them. Well, here you go. Now you have it. Now you've seen it. Now you've seen it for yourself. And let's be honest. Let's be really honest about it. This footage is absolutely decisive. How else do you explain what you just witnessed? Like we saw the guy, he was talking normally. We would agree on that, right? He's talking normally. Just a normal guy going about his everyday life, you would think. And then suddenly, he's twitching in a way that is it's a very alien kind of, like the twitches, when he turns into the alien, it's a very alien. Like if I saw him twitching like that without any context, I would say, oh, he must be channeling an alien, because it's a very extraterrestrial-esque twitch. And then he starts talking like a cartoon character, which that part was a surprise, I'll admit. But it's how else do you explain? It's unexplainable. There's no earthly explanation. Occam's razor is a basic, principle of logic, and basically the simplest explanation is the best normally. And the simplest explanation here is that this guy is channeling an extraterrestrial being from the future. That's the simplest way to explain it. There are other ways that get a lot more complicated. For example, you could say, oh, he's just making it up. He's pretending. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if we want to get really outlandish, we could start talking about that. But I think it's the simplest way is that it's real. So I'm convinced, and you know what? I'm relieved. I'm relieved that the aliens are apparently so friendly. Almost too friendly, honestly. A little annoying even. I can't imagine being conquered by aliens who talk like that. We never considered that possibility, because in fantasy, sci-fi scenarios, the aliens that take over the world are always these monstrous, hideous, scary aliens, and we never thought that we would be invaded by intergalactic dorks. And so that's a twist, but also kind of makes sense. I mean, who would be the ones? Who are going to be the aliens on some other planet who figure out how to do this? It's going to be the dorks. Like the dorks of those planets are going to be the ones who figure it out. And so that's where we are. Pretty amazing. Wow. I need to take a moment to really think more about that and reflect on it. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh Show Twitter page. Hope to see you there. Godspeed.